Once upon a time, there lived a little creature named Gora. Gora have bodies like human, but their bodies are very small, around the thumb of an adult. And they have very white skin like a blank sheet of paper. They don't have wings like fairies, but they can fly and floating in the air. Gora cannot grow old and stay young. They live in two countries, namely the length of the day and the length of the night. In the day country, there are only 12 hours a day and there is no night, as well as the night country which has 12 hours a day without any day. All natural phenomena that occur in the universe are the intervention of Gora. Some Goras are responsible for making flowers bloom, growing grasses and plants, adjusting the position of clothes, and many others.
In the past, the universe had 24 hours in one day, but everything has changed since the Lord of the Moon and Queen of the Sun separated. Since then, day and night separated. And Gora also live in the spirit country. Some live in the land of the day, and some in the land of the night. The separation story of Queen and King and the day with 24 hours become a legend that is always told by Gora, both in the land of the day and those in the land of the night. There is a gate that connects the two countries. The gate is in a foot of giant tree located far from the settlement. It said that there was a young man from the land of the day who tried to enter the gate, but until now he has disappeared. Since then, no one dared to be near the gate. One day, a cheerful girl named Yora quietly went to the gate because she was curious about the truth of the legend that people told. She climbed the hill and finally saw a giant tree that became the gate of the two worlds. Without thinking, Yora entered the gate. Meanwhile, the 24-hour legend also spread in the night country. A brave girl named Zora walked toward the gate and intends to continue her journey. She once entered the gate, but she met a terrible giant creature who is often called Crocus. Luckily, she returned safely. Now, she continued to go to the dayland and stopped again when she saw a creature look like her, but has yellow eyes with blonde hair and all yellow clothes. This was the first time Zora saw a Gora from another country, and Yora was also surprised. They greeted each other shyly, and they were immediately close. They told each other about many things until Zora and Yora's bracelet twinkled, indicating that they had to go and carry out their duties. They returned to their respective countries and promised to meet again in the next day. The next day, they met again in the sunset country and talked about many things. Zora, who curious about the day country, and Yora, who curious about the night country, asked each other. Yora asked what picture is in Zora's headband, and Zora answered, "It is a picture of the moon, and Yora may wear her headband if she wants." They exchanged their headband, and how shocked them when wearing the headbands! Their bodies were switched. Yora became Zora, and vice versa. They panicked and exchanged again their headband, and they went back to their bodies. Zora asked Yora to switch place, and Yora agreed. And then, switch place, where Yora became Zora, went to the night country, and Zora became Yora to the day country. Arriving the night land, Yora was amazed to see the moon and the twinkling stars. She walked to the flower garden behind a large stone according to Zora's previous direction. Suddenly, a man pulled her hand. Yora confused and asked, "Who are you? And where we are going?" The man said, "What's wrong with you? We go to the sky as usual. We are too late. I woke up some of them earlier." Yora, who was confused, asked again, "Wait, why we are going to the sky?" The man answered, "We will wake the stars." Yora again asked, "What is a star?" The man laughed and Yora laughed too. "What's wrong with you? You never smiled at me before," said the man. Meanwhile, Zora walked down the hill according to Yora's direction earlier. She was very amazed to see the beautiful scenery with blue sky, smiling clouds, green grass, and flowers. When she was in the flower garden, Zora met people from the land of the day who greet each other. Suddenly, a man came to her and met at her. "Here you are, hurry up," said the man, then left. But Zora confused and didn't follow him, until finally the man pulled her hand. The man took Zora to the northern sky. Zora was confused when saw the crying clouds and asked, "Why are they crying?" The man answered coldly, "Stop joking, just tell a funny story. The rain should stop now." Zora again asked, "Why do I have to tell funny stories to them?" The man looked angry and said, "Did you forget? My job is make the cloud cry, and your job is stop them cry. Hurry up, tell them a story." Zora told a story about crocus, and suddenly the clouds laughed because the story was very strange and flat, as well as Kiri smiling amused. When they were in the sky, the man immediately sang the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song. Yora, who was confused, just kept quiet. The man stopped singing, then asked Yora to sing with him, and Yora, following the man, sang that song. Then the star woke up and shined. Yora smiled happily, seeing the stars and the beautiful scenery around. The man smiled at Yora too. The next day, Zora and Yora returned to the sunset land and talked each other. "How was the night country? Is it fun?" said Zora. "Amazing! Many stars and I like your job. Plus, you have a nice friend," said Yora. "Friend? Arai? Have you met him?" "He's not my friend, just a partner," said Zora. "Yes, he is a lovely person. Did you meet Kiri?" "He's my best friend," said Yora. "So, his name is Kiri?" "He's a bit cold, but I like it," said Zora. They talk about many things and intend to keep swapping position. This time, they exchange longer and promise to meet again after 3 days. Zora returned to the land of the day as Yora, and Yora returns to the land of the night as Zora. Zora is getting closer with Kiri, and Yora is getting closer with Arai. They forgot their promise to meet after 3 days of exchanging. Zora and Yora's birthmarks fade. They fall sick. Arai confused because so far, there is no Gora has been sick. He tried to find a cure, but Yora never recovered, until finally, he brought Yora to the moon palace. Arai asked the king what medicine might cure Yora, but the king also didn't know. Meanwhile, Zora lay sick in Yora's flower house. Kiri made a potion, but Zora still sick. Kiri saw the birthmark on Zora's shoulder change. He who was suspicious from the start asked, "Who are you?" Zora answered, "I'm Zora." "I know you are a different person, so where is Yora now?" asked Kiri. "She was on the night country. We switches place." Kiri takes Zora to the sun palace to face the queen and asks for a solution. The queen was surprised to hear about it. Then the queen brought Kiri and Zora to the moon palace by the queen's magic mirror. Soon they were in the moon palace. The queen explained what happened and asked the king what medicine could cure Zora and Yora, but the king doesn't know. Arai asked Zora and Yora how they could exchange their body. "That's right. Zora, how do you switch your body?" asked Kiri. And Zora limply answered, Headband. Then Zora passed out, following Yora, who passed out first. The king and queen exchanged their headbands. The queen put the headband on Yora, and the king puts the headband on Zora. Soon, they wake up and recover. The king and queen hug them and tell the truth that Zora and Yora are their twin daughters. Since then, the queen and king return to live together with their daughters. Finally, a day has 24 hours again. There is no day or night country because day and night go side by side. The Gouras live together. Zora, Yora, Arai, Kire, queen and king live happily ever after.